spending more on services like yours to protect themselves against this new wave of cyber attacks?
Yeah, we are. You know, you read all the press and you get worried about it with Colonial Pipeline and all the other prominent attacks. But the reality is, I've been doing this for 28 years. We're better protected today than ever before. But what we're seeing is we're just playing goalie. There's an unlimited amount of opportunities to hack us and no risk or repercussion to those doing the intrusions. So over time, you're going to see successful intrusions. You know, we can't play perfect defense every day.
What about the ransom? It does feel like these hackers are getting more organized when it comes to making money and just making this a business. Do companies have an option of not paying? And does it tell you anything that the Justice Department was able to retrieve that Bitcoin back for Colonial Pipeline?
Well, I can tell you, nobody wants to pay a criminal when they're getting extorted. That's not exactly your first option. But a lot of times you're making risk calculus based on the least bad of many bad options. Nobody wants to be ransomware. And you heard from the study, 85% of the boards, according to the CFO's poll, are being briefed on cybersecurity issues and what to do about it. So I can tell you, awareness has never been higher. Nobody begins with the default, hey, let's pay this. And it's real hard to come up with a hard and fast rule of when you pay and when you don't pay a ransom. I think everybody starts with don't pay, but if you're going to do that, you have to make sure you're resilient and you reduce your blast radius should a ransomware attack work. You can get up and running in hours, not days, and you know the risk you're taking when you decide not to pay and encrypt it. So the bottom line, and by the way, also your other remark, it's great that we got some of the money back. And I think we're going to need to see more of that. When you have an anonymous currency like Bitcoin, you are enabling with that anonymity some of the criminal element.
Kevin, how can people, CEOs and chair people, protect against this? And I ask that in light of the fact that if they were to subscribe to the very best level of service that you offer them, would it make them perfectly secure?
Well, you never get perfect in security, not when the offense has unlimited attempts. Even the best defenses will give up a goal from time to time. But I can tell you what you do ahead of time. If you're on a board, you ask the CEO and you ask your IT department, what are our critical assets? And what would happen if they got ransomed? What would happen if they were encrypted and unusable? How resilient are we? So every company out there should figure out, here's the things that are critical to our business. Here's our backups. Our backups are secure, and we know we can get up and running in whatever amount of time that takes. So the bottom line, it's disaster recovery time when you have an outbreak due to ransomware.